Could you experience the trauma of acting too quickly? Yes, you might. Now, this Saturday, I will be at the Salon de TV Vive offering readings, healings, and insights. For anyone who's interested, I will be there from 12 to 7. So come on down, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. Now, there is such a thing as acting too quickly. Or should I say, there is such a thing as the trauma of acting too quickly. But in reality, it's not really a trauma because it just indicates that either both parties are not, not in the same place. So the two parties weren't necessarily a good fit for each other at the right time. So it's not really a trauma. It's more of a sense of God taking the unready part out to allow the ready part in, if that makes sense at all, right? It's like trying to fit a round peg in a square hole. It's practically impossible. And so, if you know how God works, okay, God will give you exactly what you need at the perfect time. So, if you have a round peg and a square hole, you will either wait for a round peg or the opposite of what I said. So if you have a round peg and a square hole, so you will either find a round hole or a square peg or square hole, right? You understand what I mean. And so the actual trauma of not really coinciding at the right time or having things fit just as they should just indicates that it's either not the right timing, not the right person, something's off. Okay? And so instead of trying to hit your head against a wall constantly to try and make something fit, like, let it go and let the right thing come to you. Now, that is not to say that that peg or that hole will not change over time, right? Things do shift and change due to time. Time changes a lot of things. So through wear and tear, that peg will change, or that hole will change. So whatever project you have, just because it's not the right fit right now does not mean that it won't be a right fit later on down the road in different circumstances. But right now, it won't really work to what you want, to your intention. So it is best to drop it or just to leave it be, let it take on the necessary shape or take on the necessary attributes for you to then be able to utilize what you seek to utilize in the way you would like to utilize them. So it is not as much as trying to consistently hit your head against the wall. It is more in a question of letting something go until it is ready, right? Because I was convinced that something was for me at a specific time in my life, and I was continuously banging my head against the wall, trying to make it work, trying to make it fit perfectly and all that stuff, until I noticed, well, it's not really happening. So why don't I just stop what I'm doing, let it go, let it become what it's supposed to become, and then come to me when it is ready. Or vice versa, because sometimes you might not be exactly what that thing that you're trying to manifest is actually looking to manifest itself, right? So you need to let time heal the wounds or shape the whatever, right? Things need to fall into place so that whatever you intend to create can actually fully take shape and be created. So, what I want you to think about is, are you giving things enough time and space to actually take on the right attributes? Ponder that.